Hi, you guys! Let's do our Ask Your Guide. We're watching Shrek 2. And I have Gina playing Beat Saber, and this one's playing... What are you playing? Mario Odyssey? Oh. What?
Let me see.
Oh, he's picking something right now. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Okay, cool. Hi, you guys. It's the 26th, December 26th. How are we feeling after Christmas? It's raining, so I'm losing light.
It's cool to know that you do this.
Thanks, baby. I was gonna replace my nail and I forgot. But I'm also kind of waiting for them to fall off so I can redo them. For New Year. I always say New Year's. New Year. I'm that person, guys. Okay, we did some shuffles. So ask your guides. Guides, what does the collective need to hear today? Oh, this one's flipped over. Hold on, all of these are flipped wrong. That's my bad. Okay, what does the Soul Tribe need to hear? Whoever watches these, also, y'all should comment and tell me if my background noise is too loud, because I don't know. It's teamwork, helper guides.
How do you know?
I don't know, babe. It's not about how many people are watching, though. I said as long as one person. Oh, what number is this? Number 16. Well, not right now. It's not live. I'm going to post it, though. Okay. So 16. Oh, my gosh. It's so dark in this corner. Can I read this? Triumph, leadership, success, and accomplishment. Your helper guides are delighted to share the good news that whatever you've been working on will succeed. The bad news, well, there really isn't any bad news. Your helper guides urge you to recognize those who have helped you to get this far in life. Your success, in part, came about with the help of others, even if they worked behind the scenes. This isn't to diminish your accomplishments or take away from your achievements, not by a long shot. You deserve to win. Your helper guides simply remind you to be grateful and acknowledge the contributions of those who have assisted you in getting where you are now, for you will continue to need their support in the future. This includes friends, family, partners, even antagonists, perhaps, and of course, your spirit helpers and guides. In other words, you are surrounded by a flow of loving support and have become the person you are today because of many sources of love who helped you get here. Recognize and appreciate your helpers, and their support will continue flowing into your life. View your successes as a result of excellent teamwork and continue to co-create with those dedicated to helping you succeed. Your helper guide's message to you is share the glory. That's so great, helper guides. Thank you, spirit guides, partners, friends, anyone who's been in my life. And that's what's so crazy. I usually say that anybody who's in my life, even briefly, even if it ends not great and we're in no contact and we're no longer talking, I really do try to tell myself, like, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? Because we grow and learn from all the experiences, the bad ones, the good ones, the ones that make us sad, the ones that make us have feelings that we didn't even know we could feel. So like I really do just try to be grateful, even if I have to cry about it, and then I'm like, you know what? They helped me get here in the sense of like I had to learn that lesson, and they were the ones to happen to be the one to show me like if you've been here a while or if you know of me, then you know like I had a friend group that I tried to be friends with, and it didn't end very good. Like I'm not friends with any of them. And but I'm not bitter or resentful about it, because I'm like, you know what, like that taught me a lot. That taught me a lot about other people or my boundaries. It taught me to create boundaries where I had none. How to like be a grown-up and have that conversation even if it's uncomfortable, instead of just not saying anything. I'm like, you know what, we can't be friends because of these reasons, because they don't align with me, but like I wish you well, I wish you the best, I hope things work out for you. It's just I really can't be part of this anymore. So even if you don't have that conversation with them directly, like you can have it with yourself and just let yourself know you can feel your own growth. You know what I mean? You don't need like external validation. But anyway, I don't know why I'm sharing. Hopefully that helps somebody going through something. Alright, so this is your inner child oracle deck. And we're just giving it a really good shuffle. Alright. So, Spirit, what do we need to hear? What does the collective need to hear? My soul tribe, what do we need to hear for healing our inner child? I freaking love Shrek 2. Shrek 2? What kind of name for a movie is that? Shrek 2. Y'all like Shrek 2? We just watched the first one and I'm watching the second one. What is this? Be present. Find clarity in the moment. Did I read this one yet? It's so pretty. You see the eye and the butterfly? So pretty. This is number... Oh, I just did it. Number 3. Boom. Abati. Mexican food. Alright, be present. Okay. The only time we possess is the time we are presently in. While it's so dark in here. While it is prudent to plan for the future and wise to remember the past, the present is where our life truly resides. If we outsource our happiness to future plans or past memories, then we lose the gift of the present day. In the end, our life will amount to the collection of our many small moments, the moments of the everyday. If you have pulled this card, then it may be time to focus on what is in front of you right now. Awareness exercise is to bring your awareness to the body and your surroundings. Try not to let your... Are you okay? You okay?
Yeah, sorry.
You're okay. Try not to let your mind drift toward the future tasks or past memories. Let everything fall away and just be. Notice where you are and how you feel, and focus on the details of the present moment as an artist would. Look at the light, shapes, shadows, colors, and textures of what is before you. Once you have connected with the present, take time to ask yourself, is there anything that needs to come forward now? Oh, confirmation bird. You just need to rest in this space, enjoying the beauty of your present moment. The responsive journaling prompt is, what do you feel when you practice presence? Are there any feelings or sensations that arise during the practice that may stop you from becoming fully present? If so, sit with these feelings and ask yourself where they might be coming from. Note that this practice of presence can be life-changing. If you become overwhelmed at all during the practice, take time to step back and resume when you are ready. That's a good one. Be present. Alright, let me put these away and we can read our next chapter. Uh-oh. Wait, did I put it in here wrong? I love this movie. CP.
I'm here to make it all better with just
Okay, let me turn this way for the lighting because it's so dark. Okay, the 8 phases of deep personal transformation. So positive change is often planted through seeds that can sometimes make us feel uncertain, fearful, and anxious than anything else. This is because we often don't think to change our lives until change is the only option we have. We are hardwired for homeostasis. We are designed to remain in comfort, which is just familiarity. But this isn't always what's best for us. And deep down, we know that at some level, we often find that when we do not heed our own intuitive nudges, life tends to present us with circumstances that make us move forward regardless. Instead of fearing this process, we should learn to honor it, because it means that something greater is often waiting for us on the other side. These are the 8 things that happen right before your life changes for the better. So number 1 is the catalytic event occurs. Sometimes it's massive, sometimes it's subtle. For many people, the catalyst that prompts them to begin a process of positive disintegration is often the loss of a major relationship, job, or family member. In one way or another, something that you expected to be around for the foreseeable future was taken, and in that, your sense of safety was removed as well. Other times, this event can be much harder to detect. In fact, you may not realize that anything has happened at all. Instead, what's been planted is a seed of doubt. Maybe you saw an old friend and it prompted you to evaluate your progress of life. Maybe someone close to you is moving on with their life in a big way and it's made you rethink what you really want. Maybe your stress and dissatisfaction have simply just started to compile and you find yourself wondering how much longer can you sustain your current routine. Regardless, life almost never changes for the better unless a disruptor is present, something that makes us question and dare to change our own status quo. Number 2, you're forced out of denial. The thing about things we lose is that we're working for a very long time. We just didn't realize it. Oh my gosh, that's not what it says. Let me start again, okay? The thing about things we lose is that they weren't working for a very long time. We just didn't realize it. With the exception of an abrupt and sudden loss of someone you love or the closure of a company you assumed would be around forever. For example, almost anything we lose in life has often been foreshadowed for a very long time. That relationship that ended, it wasn't working for a long time. That's why it's over.
I made changes for you.
I'm going through a divorce if you don't know, so I know this. That job that abruptly left, it wasn't working for a long time. That's why you quit. That lifestyle you were desperate to keep up with, it wasn't you, which is why you couldn't sustain it. It's really hard to accept this, but so important to acknowledge almost nothing in life leaves without purpose. It's only a matter of when we accept this truth. Okay, number 3. You feel swells of anger and fear. In the aftermath of the loss, you often find yourself going through a grieving process, even if you didn't actually lose a loved one. All of these emotions are extremely valid. It is healthy and normal to feel anger when a boundary has been crossed or you're facing some sort of injustice. It is healthy and normal to feel sad and scared when life abruptly changes and you're not sure what's next. The longer you resist these emotions, the longer they linger. They are part of the process of great change and offer within them the seeds of more profound wisdom to come. Number 4, you begin processing old emotions and memories. Before you know it, the seed has sprouted into 1,000 other spirals, all of which have left you questioning all that you are and all that you once hoped to be. This did not create these fears and feelings, it revealed them. Everything that you were clasping so tightly to was a way in which you were shielding yourself from these emotions, many of which you buried so deep inside you assumed they were gone forever. Emotions often remain within us until they tell us what it is we need to know. That message is not that they are worthless and unlovable, as they may often feel. Instead, the message is usually that we are not holding ourselves within life circumstances that fully honor our worth, and we are not acknowledging just how loved we truly are, and therefore we aren't seeking relationships in which we feel and see the truth reflected at us. In this process of simply remembering what had hurt you in the past and how you felt about it, you will likely realize that a lot of your self-belief was created by experience that compounded upon one another, and now you're giving yourself the chance to unpack. You'll have a lighter load to bear and on the other side. Number 5, you get a glimpse of a better path. Usually towards the end of an unraveling process, right about when you feel like giving up for good, you will probably get a peak of light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe one day, out of nowhere, you come up with a novel idea. Maybe happen to connect with someone who happened to have a job offer that would be perfect for you. Maybe you're prompted to start the business that you were thinking about. Maybe you meet someone. Maybe you move. Maybe you get a feeling that any one of those things is in your immediate future. In one way or another, you start to get a sneaking suspicion that there might just be something really good around the corner. But at this point, you probably don't quite believe it. That's okay. You don't have to. All you have to do is keep stepping forward. Number 6, you start making small adjustments. With those new visions in mind, you start making small changes. Maybe all of your processing and discomfort is prompted you to change the way you style your hair or approach work, or what to do with your spare time. Little by little, you start adapting to your newly emerging self. You find new truths, new staples, and new routines, ones that suit the person you're becoming, not the person you've been. Number 7, you take a big leap. Finally, these adjustments start adding up to something, and you know it's time to leap forward. This might be actually starting the new job, or leaving the old one, moving or changing something else about your life that once felt completely unmovable. This part of the process is vital because it's the scariest and also the most important. To truly usher in new and positive things in your life, you often have to reach for them. This means that you have to step out of your comfort zone, think and act in ways you never have, and believe in yourself and your vision more than you've ever believed in anything else. This is the leap that the beginning of the process was preparing you for. This was the dream that was hiding deep within you, the one that was nudging you to let go of what you had before, to address the feelings that were blocking your vision and your flow, and the one that is finally ready to come to reality. This has existed within you all along. It's been waiting for you the entire time. You just had to find the courage to choose it, and sometimes that means not giving yourself any other choice. Number 8, you see purpose in the pain. Finally, you're past the breakthrough and into your new life. If you're one of the very lucky ones, you've made it far enough to understand that there was a purpose in all of this, especially in uncomfortable moments. If you're aware enough, you might realize that you had not originally been so uncomfortable. You might have gone through the rest of your life with unrealized dreams, holding yourself back out of the small and irrational fears, and living half the life you were destined to, all because you didn't have the courage to change. Sometimes when we don't step effortlessly toward what it is we're meant to be doing, we create circumstances for ourselves that make it impossible to do anything but move forward. Destiny cannot be denied. Perhaps in this, you might find some peace. Maybe you will realize that your emotions are nothing to be afraid of, because the storm often clears and the skies and waters The storm often clears the skies and waters the seeds for the life you had been asking for, dreaming of, and planning to actually live all along. You just needed a nudge. That is so good. What we're reading tomorrow is 7 psychological biases that are making you resist your own growth. That was so good. That was just like what I was talking about. How it's super uncomfortable, but what can you learn? What can you gain? How can you grow? All the things. So thank you again for sharing your energy and your time with me. I hope this is beneficial. I hope you're learning and taking it in, maybe doing some of the exercises when you're able to. And I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.